Alright, you horrible lot, you are here for one reason and one reason only, to watch this top 10. Alright, hello, welcome to the top 10 Hogs of War missions. In this video I will rank all the missions from the campaign for Hogs of War. And I'm only taking into consideration the Mardy pigs. This is when the game gets a bit harder. This is where I feel like the missions are at their best. This is all personal opinion, of course. Everyone will have their own favourites if they've played this game. And if you've not played Hogs of War, then you are a very naughty person and you need to play Hogs of War. But with that being said, let's kick off the top 10.
Hey, Santana.
So, in number 10 is Island Invasion, mission number 5 in the game. And of course, a mission called Island Invasion, you need to invade some islands. There is a good little tactic where you can hop on the little islands in the middle of the water. Although be careful because you can end up going for a swim and pigs cannot swim. In fact, if a pig goes in the water, he will start to lose health. Now then, the reason I like this mission is this is where the game starts to become difficult, as it's one of the first few times in which you go up against 5 pigs. Of course, everyone has their own different tactics. I always love to see different tactics. I love to see different rosters, different promotions. I'm a pretty standard 2 snipers, 1 orderly, 1 engineer and 1 bombardier because I'm a boring man. Leave me alone. So, in at number 9 is Saving Private Ryan. Of course, a play on the film Saving Private Ryan. One of my favourite films of all time, actually. Just ahead of Saving Ryan's Privates. Oh, no, that's a different type of film. Still a good one, though. So yes, in this mission, as always, you have to kill all the enemy pigs. However, there's a big shiny medal to collect in the middle of a minefield. One of the hardest medals to actually collect, as you will need a saboteur realistically to traverse that minefield. There's also a problem in that one of your pigs is trapped inside a shelter surrounded by a minefield, so you have to get him out of there by blowing up that door and getting a jetpack out of there. There is an airstrike on this map as well, which is pretty cool. Not many of these maps have airstrike crates. Just an all-round really fun map. So, in at number 8 is Over the Top, which always reminds me of Pinstripe from Crash Team Racing, because he's always saying, over the top. But anyway, yes, back to the Hogs of War. This is one of the few missions which includes artillery. However, the objective is to destroy the artillery so it doesn't fall into enemy hands. It's also one of the few missions which includes Super TNT. I love a Super TNT. One of the most explosive weapons in the game. You have to be careful during this mission because more enemies do drop down halfway through the mission. So be careful out there. You might think you have completed the mission, then suddenly a naughty gunner drops down. So, in at number 7 is, well, mission number 7, Communication Breakdown. That's a bit of a coincidence, isn't it? Get your conspiracy hats on, people. Someone's being naughty. Usually, communication breakdown is what happens when I get a phone call from an Indian call centre telling me to give them my car details. Of course, this mission takes place on Australia and is actually the first time in which you encounter a pillbox. There are 2 in this level as well, so you've got to be careful of them. However, there are also 2 bits of lovely Super TNT. Very useful for blowing up pillboxes, methinks. So yes, in number 6 is the village people. No, not those village people. This is not the YMCA. This is a battlefield. Of course, just like Saving Private Ryan, you have to traverse a minefield in order to get a medal. You can also get a health pack and a jetpack, which could potentially be useful for getting an airstrike crate. This mission puts you up against 3 pigs. However, there is a potential 4th pig that may drop down if you are not quick enough. But if you play the game enough times like me, generally you never see that 4th pig drop down, especially since you can actually blow up one of the pigs out of the arena, which is always fun to see them just explode into smithereens. So, in number 5 is Mission 22, Assassination, on the island of Austria. This mission can be a bit of an arse, but I love it anyway. One of the hardest missions in the game, since it is on the last island, that is to be expected. Just like in Over the Top, you have to take out the 2 artilleries in order to get promotion points. You also have to assassinate a hero that's in your base within a shelter. If he gets a turn, he will fire an airstrike at you and it will be lethal. So make sure to take him out early.
I am heat! Ah!
So, in at number 4 is Mission 4. I've done it again. This is Mission 7 all over again. Honestly, when I wrote down this top 10, I wasn't even thinking about the mission numbers. This is just a big coincidence. Honestly, get those conspiracy hats off, people. Don't be naughty. I'm kind of surprised they actually got away with calling this Morning Glory, because there is a bit of a naughty term, Morning Glory, where in the morning you have some glory because you're yes, Hogs of War. It is always really satisfying to get a perfect hit with a mortar in this mission, since it is one of the first missions in which you can actually get a mortar. There's also a drop which gives you an air burst, and funny enough, I always thought they were called Starburst, but no, that's a confectionery in the UK, but I always called them Starbursts even though they're actually called Airburst. Silly me.
I am yours to command.
So, in at number 3 is just desserts, you know, cheesecake, apple pie, gatto. Wait, what? Just desserts? Oh, but that's boring. I wanted to level it as just desserts everywhere. Fine, I guess just desserts makes more sense since this is war. So yes, this mission always one of my favourites and always one of the most replayable ones. You have 3 tanks in your base. I never use them. The objective for this mission is to destroy the 3 enemy tanks, and it can be very satisfying when they explode because it can send enemy pigs flying. So be careful because pigs can indeed fly. This was always one of those classic missions. Relatively simple but very replayable. There's also some homing missiles within your base as well, so look out for that airdrop. Always be sure to try and seek out those airdrops because they can have very useful weapons in. That's a classic top tip. So, in at number 2 is Mission 14, Battle Stations. Get ready to battle. You go up against the enemy that have the high ground, but it's always satisfying to get a perfect airburst or mortar right into their base and see them fly into the minefield. I just always found this mission fun. Sure, it's relatively easy, although the enemy can be very perfect with their bombs and mortars. In order to get the bonus promotion point for this mission, you simply have to traverse the minefield. However, if you have a commando, which you can have a commando by this point, you can jetpack all the way into their base and take that medal. Lovely. So yes, that was number 2. Before we get to number 1, however, we have a few honourable mentions that did not quite make the top 10.
Very real.
Hi.
So yes, in at number 1 is bangers and mash. Lovely. Oh, I do like some bangers and mash. One of my favourite British meals. Stick that sausage in the mash. Maybe have it with butter. Maybe have it with gravy. Oh, it's just delicious. Oh wait, sorry, yes. I'm meant to be talking about these sausages. The piggies in Hogs of War, not the sausages in the mash. Reasons I love this mission. First of all, it has artilleries, and I love missions with artilleries because I love artilleries. Second of all, I love the idea that you have to kind of like sneak around and try and get up to the top, and then you get to place Super TNT! And I just love Super TNT! Even though you only have to blow up the safe to get the medal, it's still Super TNT! Oh, I just love this mission. It's also the last mission from Australasia. But yes, this was my top 10 Hogs of War missions. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you to the members on my channel, Lou951, Big Boss Fox, and James the Crimson Dragon, and Basically Worthless. Thank you everyone for leaving a like. If you left a like, if you have not left a like and you enjoyed this video, then leave a like. Take care and leave my pigs alone.